Hello there. How's everyone doing this evening? I'm hoping you all are having a good evening. I decided today. Oh, first of all, for those of you that are new here, I appreciate you stopping by. I am Mary, and we're going to take a look at the collective, in a sense, or what's going to happen, what we can see maybe happening, or the energies around the United States of America for the month of May. And we're going to take it week by week. I have already laid out some cards here for the sake of time. And I have week 1, week 2, week 3, and week 4. And we're going to see what Spirit wants us to know concerning this. If you haven't looked at the video before this, take a look at that, where I looked at Trump for the month of March. Very interesting. I'm sorry, for the month of May, guys. The month of May. We're talking about the month of May. 2 M's. What can I say? Okay, first of all, I should say this. Everything I say here is for entertainment purposes only, and everything is alleged. I'm only reading the cards and listening to my spirit and my spirit guides. Okay? All right, guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate you for being here with me. Okay, so let's take a look. Let's take a look at the first week of May and see what's the energies around the United States, which includes us, we the people. Okay, so the first week of May, we have the Knight of Cups here, and this, I'm thinking that with this, there's going to be some kind of offer, and um, it's not an offer to the people, but I think more or less, um, kind of a fake offer, in a sense, is what I'm getting, to the courts. To the courts. We have the Page of Cups here. This could have already happened too, guys, this offer. I just feel like it has something to do with the courts, with the political system, that kind of thing. And then, or it's coming up soon. I'll put it that way. I'm just listening to my guides here. Okay, so then we have the Page of Cups. So, pages are messengers. This is going to be some information coming in, but it's not going to be huge information for us at this time, but it can be very emotional. And it could even be pertaining to young people. Okay. We could be even talking about, yeah, some offer concerning maybe some children or something, that's going to be made. And I'm thinking children. I'm not even, it could be a teenager or younger. You know, there's going to be some kind of offer. This could be about the immigration rules or laws or something like that. And there is a child that was an American child, a citizen that was deported. We could be looking at that. It's a very emotional time for these people at the time. There's going to be some kind of offer made. Okay. Then we have the Four of Wands. So there's going to be something. I feel like, okay, this Four of Wands, there's going to be some boundaries set as far as immigration, even more boundaries, and especially concerning the children that were taken out that were citizens. And it's going to be a success for the people of the United States. So whatever happens with this, whatever kind of offer. But the thing is, the offer is going to be a little lacking in a way. It's not going to be all of what we expect. Of course not. You know who we're dealing with. And then we have social media here. So I have a feeling that um, T. Rump or his sidekick Leon Elon are going to take to social media and say things about this situation. Or it could also be that the people demand that steps are taken, that things are cleared up as far as this situation goes with the children that were taken away and they were citizens. So I'm going to clarify that. Let's clarify that. Let's see. What do I want to use to clarify? I think I'll use this. All right, Spirit, give us more clarity on that. Yes, it is about the children that will illegally deported. Okay, I'm gonna, it's too many cards there. Okay, what do we have here? Ace of Swords. Oh, there's two. Still got two there. You have the Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords. The truth is going to come out about these families, about these children that were deported. So we're going to get more information on that. And this is the Ace of Swords. So there's going to be more clarity. But these children are going to, the ones that were citizens, they're going to be able to come back. They're going to be able to come back, and as a family, okay? So them and their family, their parents, whoever they were with, they're gonna have the opportunity to come back to America. Okay? And then we're looking at the second week. The second week of May, we had the Ace of Cups. So there was a lot of emotion going on as far as how the people feel about what's going on and that kind of thing. It's like there's overflowing emotions, and people want to see something new happen. People don't want things to stay the way they are. So there's going to be a lot of overflowing emotions. I don't know, it could have something to do with the marches and that kind of thing. The second week. Um, it could be concerning a march that's happened. Now, the first week, I know there's supposed to be protests going on. So this second week here, um, it's going to be a lot of overflowing energies, emotional energies coming up, but something different is going to happen. And then we have the Ace of Wands here too. So there's a lot of taking actions. During this week, people have decided to do something new, to take a new action concerning the way things are going. I'm still hearing immigration in my head here, guys. And then there's some things. Here's the moon that's showing up. There's a lot of illusion going on, things that we don't know, that we may hear about, but there's things in the background that have been kept secret concerning the situation. But then we have the Two of Swords, so there's going to have to be some kind of choice made, and we're talking about swords here. Swords are really, there's got to be some kind of resolution because things are going to be cut out or cut away. We have we have the ace, we have two aces here, and then we have this Two of Swords. So there's going to be some kind of decision made about the situation, and I believe that it's about the immigration situation. Um, yeah, it's like people are going to be cut loose, to some of the people that were um, sent illegally without due process, including the children that were citizens. I think it's going to be a new beginning for them, okay? Because action is going to be taken. And here's the death card. Now, should we take that literally or just that there's an ending? There's some endings coming during that second week for the United States. Now, there's um, there's could be some endings about some of the executive orders that have been taken, that have been written up, and they're taking action on them at that time. This is what I'm thinking is going to happen. But let me clarify that. Spirit, tell me, what is it that we need to know about that second week of May and the endings? What is ending? What is ending, Spirit? What is this about? And I do feel, take a look at that um, last video I did about the energies around orange peel. I feel like there's some endings coming for him, and not in a sense of a death. Okay, this one came out. Okay, we have the Eight of Spears, Eight of Swords. Okay, no, Eight of Spears is the Eight of Wands, guys. I'm sorry. They look a little different in this deck. Okay, the Eight of Wands. So we're going to get some information pretty quickly concerning this situation in the second week of May. This is for the people, for the collective. So we're going to see some information coming in. Tell me more about this information, Spirit. Tell us more about this information that is coming in. For we the people, the United States of America. What else is it? Okay. Ooh, the Emperor. Yes, this is going to be something about the person who thinks that they're the king at this time. Some endings coming for him, one way or the other. Okay, endings in the way he's doing things, as far as how he's running his political stuff that he's doing, all these executive orders. It could be, well, it's concerning. It's concerning him, and we're going to get information about that really quickly. And we'll have to wait and see what those endings are. But there will be some kind of endings coming the second week of May. Now let's look at the third week of May. The third week of May is about all the juggling, all the people are going to be trying to balance things. And I believe this is people, well, even us, not even talking about politics, but when we get into the third week of May, there's going to be a lot of things happening, even financial. We're going to have to juggle finances, um, food. If the tariffs keep going the way that they're going, we're really going to have to plan. We're going to have to look at, focus on even our security and that kind of thing. So that's coming up the third week of May. And then we have also the six of cups here. So this is like, to me, guys, we're going to have to look at like helping our neighbor. People may kind of fall on hard times, and we're going to want to look at remember how things used to be, because now we're trying to juggle all of these things because of the things that have been because of the executive orders that have been written, because of the tariffs and all that kind of thing. We're going to start feeling it in that month of May. And we have the Seven of Wands here. And this is really going to put people on the defensive. People are really going to be upset about this. Yeah. I feel like people are gonna get to the point where they wanna take some action. So I don't know if more protests will be coming up, but people are beginning to feel like they need to be on the defensive in some kind of way, or maybe defend themselves, take to the streets, do more protesting, make sure things happen so things can get turned around and that kind of thing. But here's the deal. This card to me is more about um, the people that have turned their backs, the people that on America, the people that want things to go back to the way they were when their grandparents or great grandparents were in charge. This is the turning their back on the people. This is the people who want things to go the way that they used to be. Okay, so we're talking about the government, that well, the GOP and the the administration turning their backs on the people to get what they want. That's what I'm looking at there. But let me do some clarifying. That's week 3. People are going to be trying to juggle to make things happen, to get things, you know, their finances and things in focus. A lot of planning going on, that kind of thing, because of what's been going on as far as the regime that's in office right now. Okay, let's see. Spirit, give us some more information on week 3 of May. What can you tell us about week 3 of May? What else can you tell us, Spirit? What is going on? What are we going to see? Okay, we have the 2 of coins. More juggling. More trying to make decisions. More trying to make things happen. More planning. More about finances. More about finances. Okay. Okay, we have the Ace of Swords. You can see that just fell out, the Ace of Swords here. So, yeah, we're talking about people are upset about more cuts that are coming to the people the third week. You know, um, financially, people are trying to find some kind of resolution, but this is going to be another beginning, a new beginning to even more cuts than what we've been seeing. Okay. That's the third week of May. So let's look at the fourth week, guys. The fourth week of May. Okay, so people are thinking about we have the ten of cups here. Okay, relationships. People are thinking about their families, and that kind of thing. Bringing the families back together, get things more aligned. People are really looking for that love and support, true family, true relationships, the way that things used to be. Okay, that's what people are looking at right now. Then we have the Queen of Pentacles again. Focus on the money. The last week, that fourth week of May, there's going to be a lot of focus on the money. There a lot of planning. Yeah, and I could even say, guys, as far as the people goes, there is going to be a judge, some female energy that's going to really start looking at the money and what's going on. Now, this is, I'm thinking this again, we're talking about the courts. And people are going to start looking at the finances. What's going on? What's going on with everything that's been gone through as far as Elon goes and that kind of thing, what they've done. I think that last week we're going to get focused on that and how things, how this has really affected the family and that kind of thing. Then we have the Page of Cups here, the Page of Cups. Now, Spirit, I think this is where Spirit may, well, Spirit is always here, but we may see some things happen because things have gotten so emotional. And we're talking about, um, I think this is where Spirit is saying we have to go within and, you know, because it is, things have been so emotional, people are going to have to start making decisions about what they're going to do next. It's like we're going to have the partnership. If we're going to have to dig deep, find the divine for some support. I know that sounds strange, but because of all the things that have been happening, when we find out everything that's happened, guys, and I think we're going to find this out sometime in May, and by the end of May, things are going to be very, very emotional. And we're going to have to look for, go within. Um, yeah, that's a Page of Cups. Definitely. We're going to have to start. Maybe even, I mean, we're going to be getting messages, but I think that it's time for people to kind of open up and deal with their emotions behind all of this. I feel like this is what Spirit is saying. You got to deal with your emotions concerning all of this, because this is when we really figure out what's going on and see how everything is so all, I don't want to say, but things have been, so many things have been changed from the way we've been normally living our lives, the way we've been doing things. It's going to be very emotional for a lot of people. And Spirit is saying, I'm here. I'm here. So we're going to have to, step back and get that relationship going again. Because when you open up, you will hear the message that Spirit wants you to hear that's being given to you. I hear my train. So that's validation. Okay, then we have the Six of Cups, where people are really going to be thinking about the way things were before this regime took over. Yeah. And it's like we're going to have to try to help one another to get through this. It's going to be a very emotional time. You know why? Because we're going to find out about the money. What's going on with the money? Okay. So this is going to be a very emotional time for the collective. We're going to find out things about the money that's going to be very unexpected. But not only that, I don't know if something may come down concerning um, well, it's like things are being taken away from people. Things are being taken. Well, the jobs have been taken away. It may be a point at where we can't. At some point, we can't get to our money because it's like it's sitting there, and you may not be able to get to it. This is a point where sometime you may not be able to use your debit card or whatever. You know how you go to the grocery store and swipe. I think this is what Spirit is saying. That fourth week or thereabouts, money is definitely going to be an issue. Now I see this card says natural disaster. So there may be, this last week, it just really looks emotional. There may be some kind of natural disaster that might happen also, guys, that last week of May. Around that last week, guys. So we have to be prepared for that also. But let me do some clarifiers on that and see what Spirit wants us to know concerning. I don't even know which cards to use now because that says natural disaster, but I'm feeling like some of that may be manipulated. I'm going to use my true crime cards. Let's see, Spirit, tell us about that last week of May. What can we expect? Clarify this um, last week, Spirit. Looks like a very emotional week, and people, yeah, it's about money, emotions. Money and emotions is what I'm getting, guys. So I need to know, Spirit, what's that about? That last week of May. We have greed, hotel, motel, and surveillance. I think this last week of May, okay, we're talking about the greed. We know who is the greedy people, okay? I don't have to call any names, but we're also talking about surveillance. And I think we're going to get back to, guys, guess what we're going to get back to? The vote. Not only are we going to get back to the vote, we're going to find out about some other nefarious things that are going on. We talk about hotel, motel. There's going to be so much that comes out that last week of May. I'm telling you, we just have to get prepared for it. Okay, Spirit. I anything else you can tell us? Anything else you can tell us concerning that last week of May? It looks like that's where things are going to really accumulate, guys, and we're going to see. We're really going to see some things happening. The Fool. The Fool. We're going to find out about all those foolish things that have been going on with all those foolish people that have been doing the goings ons. Okay, now, Spirit, now I want Spirit, give us some information. We need something to help us through this month of May, which looks like going to be a little hectic. These cards fell out. I'm going to use them. Okay, this says I'm going to read them this way, trying to figure out how Spirit wants me to read them. But this one says, be present. So stay present, guys. Don't go into that. Don't get delusional about what's happening. This one card that I was telling you about, I feel like Spirit is saying, now's the time to connect. Now's the time to connect to your higher self, to your spirit guides, whatever you think is that higher self that can help you. Because I feel like at that time, at that fourth week, around that fourth week, and maybe even going into June, we're going to see some things happening that we really, really didn't expect. Okay, it says be present. You are ungrounded and spending too much time in your head. Something has caused you to retreat to your mind. Okay, it's time to bring consciousness to it so you can resolve it and start living life more fully again. Okay, so I think this is Spirit telling us that whatever's going on right now, we got to kind of get out of our heads so much with it. And things are going to work out the way they're supposed to work out. The second card is about being stuck in lack. And it says you have all the resources you need to carry you through, whether it's financial, emotional, or physical limitations that you think you have. It's only ego-based fears taking over. Rein them in and don't give up. This is for us, guys. We're going to see all these things happening around us. And I mean, it's like, I think that we're going to feel insecure in a sense because we're talking about, like I said, I'm seeing cups here. I'm seeing, and I'm seeing also pentacles here. So we may feel insecure because of all the things that happened, because of all the things that the regime has tried to take away from us and everything. But that's going to all come to an accumulation. It's going to all come to a head that last week of May. All right. And spirit is like, don't give up. Don't give up. Now's not the time to give up. All right, guys, let me know what you think about this reading in the comments, because it's going to affect us all. I think we need to be prepared for some things happening. And yeah. Okay. So let me know if you like this reading. Give me a like, share, and subscribe. I really appreciate it. And I will see you on the next read. Have a good evening.